So I made a video yesterday talking about Jay-Z. And in the video, I was basically saying, if we can charge Diddy and Jay-Z 20 plus years after the fact that an incident occurred, why are we not holding parents accountable 20 plus years after the incident occurred? Now, I know that some of you will feel like this is victim blaming, victim shaming, however you feel, but I don't think that's not how I feel. Right? I feel like the first line of defense is always the parents. Like, it's your job as a parent to protect your kids from predator. The world is full of predators. That's just the reality of the world that we live in. If you are a woman, then you know this firsthand. Why you would leave your daughter unattended with the likes of Diddy or Sean Combs, I don't understand it. I heard some people saying that she was a runaway. I don't know. You know, again, misinformation or disinformation is easily disseminated over the internet, so I don't know what's true and what's not at this point. All I know is, in order to get here on Earth, she had to have a mother and a father, okay? I don't have to fact check that. I know that that is an immutable fact. And I need to know, where were they when this was happening? Why weren't they around? Because like I said, the parents are the first line of defense when it comes to a child. The second line of the defense is self-esteem, right? Self-value, self-worth, teaching your kids to understand that this is not a situation that I need to be in. Why am I here? Let me tell you, when I was little, I used to love to sit around and listen to grown people talk. And if you are from a black family, then you know, you probably heard, get out of grown folks' business. My grandmother did not play that. We had a gate around our house, right? And depending on the time of the day, we had to be inside of that gate if we wanted to be outside. Our friends could come inside. If we got permission for them to, they can come inside the gate. Or they can come stand around the gate and talk to us. But we were under strict supervision at all times, right? Wearing makeup, unheard of. Even if it wasn't your mother, even if it was just another woman on the block who happened to see you. I grew up on the south side of Chicago, by the way. And you were a young lady who happened to be sitting on a porch with a bunch of boys. You let a grown woman in my neighborhood see you on a porch with a bunch of boys. If you don't get your fast tail over there, where's your mama? That's how I grew up. And so, imagining myself at 13 at a party with Jay-Z and Diddy, I couldn't go to the corner store. I couldn't go roller skating by myself. So I don't get it. And so yes, I do have questions for the parents. I do want to know how they allowed something like this to happen, if in fact it did happen. And until it is proven that it did happen, it's okay for me to have questions about it. I know that we live in this day and age on social media once again, where once something becomes social media fact, I have to buy into what everyone else is saying, otherwise I'm the problem. This is what happened with y'all, everyone jumping on this whole Palestinian bandwagon. Palestine, Palestine, Palestine. I told you guys from the very beginning, if you watch my videos, I don't have a dog in that fight. And if I did have a dog in that fight, I was going to stand with Israel. That's just how I feel. After these people did the whole paramotor over down into the concert and, you know, unalive people who were attending the concert, and now people are acting like they forgot all about that and only focus on what's happening. And I know historically how this whole conflict began, but I'm talking about contemporary times. What happened to start it, you know, a couple years ago? And why aren't we having that same energy that you have for Israel for Hamas? So don't let me get on that tangent. But anyways, I'm just saying, I have questions for the young girl's parents. If what happened to her what she alleges happened to her actually did happen to her, then I hope that she gets the justice that she deserves. But it still doesn't change the fact that I want to know what type of parents facilitated something like this to happen. And asking a question about why did the parents happen, how did the parents allow this to happen, or the circumstances around how this was allowed to happen, is how you prevent it from happening again. So asking questions is the logical thing to do. Okay, I don't get into the whole rage baiting thing where all of a sudden an incident happens and I'm just, you know, instantly triggered into agreeing with the victim. If that this is what happened with Jussie Smollett, even though I do agree with Jussie Smollett. You have to ask questions in these situations. That's what smart people do. Smart people ask questions. Ask questions. Anyway, that is it for today's video. Happy hustling. I need to get to work to make some money. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.